Alright, welcome to the Great Lakes Outdoor Project. Here we are in the Great Smoky Mountains. We're in Tennessee. This trip, we're going to be taking the Appalachian Trail along the North Carolina and Tennessee border. So we're going to kind of be in two states at once, which makes this trip pretty unique. We're going to be spending 3 nights out here for a total of 4 days. Hiking along the trail, we came across this tree over here, and that'll show you what a lightning strike will do to a tree. Alright guys, so this is the map of the park. We came in right over here in Klingman's Dome. That's where we started. And so far we've come up here and we've started out on the AT here, and we're heading west at the moment. Alright, so one thing I wanted to talk about for this trip that we decided to get are these boot gaiters. Alright, so what these are Gore-Tex covers that go on your foot. They strap into your boot laces up here, and then they have a strap underneath them, and then they're kind of got this like accordion stretchy material right above the top of the boot, and then at the top they have a pull string. And what this does is keeps all this, wet grass that you have walking along the trails from getting into your boots and making your socks wet, and ultimately getting your boots wet to where you have to dry them out, which is always a pain in the butt.
Yeah, we got these on sale. Got the same ones. Where are we getting from?
Backcountry.com.
Backcountry. Good deals right there.
Alex found another wild worm.
Look at that. Just right on top of a leaf.
How about that?
Free food. You don't even have to carry it around.
You gonna eat it?
Yeah. Let's get its head off first. Alright, now it won't suffer.
Good work. Alright, well, we made our first mistake. So, we came down this way instead of coming across here. See, we got mixed up because the Siler's Bald logo is up here, which is proper. This is the map we should have looked at. However, this one that I got off the internet, you can see that Siler's Bald here is south of the AT trail. So when it said Siler's Bald going this, or that way, whatever, we thought that it was heading south when it was actually heading west in the direction. So looks like we should be going off of this nice map rather than the other one here. So that was a mile 0.7 in the wrong direction that we now have to repeat. So yay. Happens. We just looked at that geological survey point, and there was this little offshoot trail. We decided to drop the packs and go see what it was, and it looks like it's a really cool overlook. Alright, we just got to the camp. Did just under 15 miles today with our little misdirection. Luckily, we're going to be able to get camp set up here and start cooking dinner shortly. Alright, good morning. It is day number 2 here in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. We ended up doing about 15 miles yesterday until we got to our lean-to that we had reserved through the National Park Service. There was about 8 or 9 people staying here last night, so we decided when we first got here that it would probably be better off to go put up our tents and his hammock around back of the lean-to because, you know, inside was kind of crowded. But we were sitting around the fire late last night and saw thunderstorms actually rolling in off the mountainside to our left here. And a couple guys pulled up the weather reports and we saw that it was severe storms all night and early morning, and they were pretty bad this morning. I mean, it woke most of us up.
Yeah, I think the rain woke all of us up. It was crazy downpour.
Looking ahead today, we're doing 8 miles to our next campsite. We're planning to pass at least one of the waterfalls that, you know, is on our trip, so that'll be cool. So now our plan is we're going to have to backtrack just a little bit to get on this Greenbrier Ridge Trail, and we're going to come up, hopefully see Indian Falls, which is right here, make our way to the Prong Trail, then to the Panther Creek Trail, come across to Jake's Creek Trail, and campsite number 27. That's where we're going to be staying. Alright, just leaving the shelter now at Derek's Knob, heading out. Alright, so done about 3.5 miles now here on the Greenbrier Trail since we turned off of the AT. The waterfall should be up here about a half a mile. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Due to COVID and everything, a lot of these Mountain House meals are sold out in stores. I know Alex has been getting the Knorr instant ready meals as a substitute, but I ended up seeing this one in stock online. It was the only one, so I was worried it was going to taste really bad. So let's give it a shot here. Oh wow, it's actually really good.
Kind of tastes like a gumbo.
Yeah, I like it. I'm recommending this one. Nothing is quite so settling as a sign like this on your trailhead.
Looks like there's been a couple bear attacks.
Alright, here we are about 5 miles into our trip so far today, and you can see behind me this is Indian Falls in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's right off of the Prong Trail. You'll see where it goes into a switchback. There's a little offshoot. Alright, we've been on a steady incline here for about 1.5 miles. Still climbing, kind of whooping our butts, but just found a little snake. Alright, we just got to our backsite camp area, number 27. And we're going to do something a little bit different this time. So we're expecting heavy rain in the morning. So what we're going to try and do is get Alex's hammock up a little higher and his rain fly a little higher than that, and see if we can get my tent underneath there. Alright, so I'm not sure what time it is. It's not that late. We just got the fire going out there, and this rain literally just came out of nowhere within the last minute.
9:24.
It's 9:24 and it is pouring. Luckily, you know, we have this canopy set up for Alex's hammock and for me, but water's dripping right off of that, right on the end of my tent. So that's probably going to be a little bit wet, but hopefully if the rest of the tent stays dry, I can stick my towel in that corner and it'll be okay and get me through the night. I don't know, not like I have much of an option either way. But it's pouring, and this wasn't supposed to come till the morning. Good morning. It is day number 3 here in the Great Smoky Mountains. Alright, well, we're all packed up now, back on the trail. Gear's a little wet, have a lot of it hanging off the back of my pack to dry. But, you know, it's just part of being caught in the rain. It was kind of cool, had a deer come through camp right before we left there, having our morning coffee. Must have got within 10 yards of us. We seem to have discovered a little town here at the top of the trailhead. Hopefully gonna dump our trash and maybe stop in the ranger station, see if there's any other supplies we can pick up, kind of like a little halftime. Heading back out on the road again. We stopped in this little camp area here and talked to the park rangers for a minute.
Spent $5 on some treats.
Yep, he got a Coke, I got a Dr. Pepper, we got a bag of chips and some Cheetos, and he got some cheesy crackers. Not a bad little halftime split.
Should be good for the next day and a half.
There you go. So now we're literally going to be on the road until we get to Laurel Falls. What's the theme of our trips? Alex hurts his knees. Happens in Canada, it'll happen here on a paved trail. Luckily, we bring a first aid kit, and you know, we both have first aid training, so it works. Any words, Alex?
It just looked a lot worse than it was.
We're right where the trail picks up again, the Sugarland Mountain Trail. I don't know how well it's going to show it, but this thing looks straight uphill, so that's a good start to the 10-mile day. Oh boy. What trail are we on right now?
I can't remember what it said. Magic Mountain?
Sugarland Mountain.
Sugarland Mountain. It's
Well, how is that going so far?
Dude, it's great. It's all uphill. Just the way we like it. It's a blast. I'm sweating out a bunch of stupid water. And just getting some good cardio.
What do we say, like, we've ascended 1,500 feet so far?
Yeah, it's great. We're really hitting our goals.
Yeah. But, nice view.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so we're just cooking up a quick meal here.
I'm eating some more rice.
Yeah, I got some spicy chicken curry. But
I'd rather have that.
we're over halfway done, at least. We still probably got about another 4 to 4.5 miles left until we get to the campsite, which is going to be done in the dark. Alright, here we are, another trail marker. We got 3.2 miles left. We're making some really good time out here. It's a nice night, honestly. It's like maybe 65 degrees out and no rain, and we got a bright moon right overhead of us.
Crazy thing is, I don't know if the camera can pick this up. You can. The humidity is so high, you can see our breath.
I'm sure you can see it. I'm sweating enough that it's pouring off me. Alright, it's morning, the 4th and final day of our trip. Luckily we got some clear skies right now. We decided to wake up pretty early, try and be packed up and on the trail by first light, being that it is our last day. And we learned from the first night they were saying that there was going to be rain on Monday morning, which is today. So hopefully we can avoid any rain and not be packing up in that. Alright, we just packed up the camp, about to head out. Everything is really just damp and wet. Our sleeping bags are damp and wet. My pants are pretty well wet right now too. Just got another 6 miles to go today. And we got 47.35 miles completed so far. As you can see behind me, this is the Appalachian Trail, which means we are very close to being done. The last bit of trail there was not fun. The last 3 miles was uphill consistently. It never let off.
It is terrible. Felt like it would never end.
So thankfully we only have about maybe 2.5 to 3 miles left. And
2.2 miles to Klingman's Dome.
2.2 miles, there you go. And as you can see around us, we're back in the clouds again.
I love it.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. We're back here at Klingman's Dome, our trailhead. It's been 4 days, 55 miles here in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Thanks for joining us along this journey. Stay tuned to the channel for more episodes, for more hikes and multi-day kayak trips. Stay safe on the trails.